Hey, the reason why I'm doing this is the fact that yes, we do deal with switches and tears. But because of the attacks of the enemy, I do not want you guys to get complacent and side with the enemy. Yes, we know that we're dealing with switches and tears. Yeah, the enemy will have you believe that, okay, Cain picked the actual fruit from the tree, the right fruits from the tree, and was up under attack. And that may be very well the case. I don't know. But at the same time, we have to be wise in this season. The attacks of the enemy is very much real. And you cannot afford to sympathize with the enemy and the enemy's attacks on your life, siding with the wrong people. There is a group called the Dark Lords. These people are doing everything adverse to the word of God. They have even made a religion, a pagan religion, which worships and does alternative things to the word of God, and they label it behind Cain. We are not in the business of siding with the enemy. You have to really know that the enemy is using all kinds of tactics so that you sympathize with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You hurting now. They the one hurting you. But guess what? They want you to sympathize with them hurting you. So they're the ones attacking you, but here they are. Oh, well, that's how things go over there with them Christians, or that's how things go over there with them holy faiths. That's how things go over there with them Muslims. That's how things go over there with them Catholics. That's how things go over there with them Judas. That's how things go over there with the people that serve the Jewish community. That's how things go over there with all these religions that are connected to the holy faith. And they want you to sympathize with the enemy because they're attacking you, and they want you to sympathize with their attacks. They're the ones hurting you, but they want you to sympathize with the hurt that they're causing you. You cannot sympathize with the enemy and identify as a person of God. It's not going to work. It will never work. It will never be what you need it to be. It will never be what you want it to be. You have to really start believing in the Word of God, start walking in the will of God, and start doing what God has called us to do. We do not have time to sympathize with the enemy. We do not have time to bargain emotionally with the enemy. Well, we are going through switches and tears. We're going through switches and tears. And yes, they want you to sit up there and know that. But at the same time, who's causing it? Are they the one who's suing? Yeah. That's so that they can get closer to you. That's so that they can destroy you a little bit easier. That's so that they can take advantage of you. Know your God. If we do good, regardless how many switches and tears happen, God will restore. He says there is a season where I will remove all switches and tears, and your work will manifest itself. So I just got to keep working. I might be in the streets homeless, but I'm just laboring, doing all the wills and the works of God. At some point, my work must manifest itself, and God has to restore what is rightfully mine. It takes seasons sometimes. Sometimes it takes a long time. I can't tell you how many years I spent in turmoil, and it's taken a long time, and I can't allow my emotions to get the best of me. I can't allow people hurting me to get the best of me. I can't allow the enemy's deception to take me out, because that's what it is. You ringing bell talking about awakening and stuff like that. And the whole time while you're talking about this awakening, if I sit still, I will be destroyed. Because there can be years and years between here and now. Awake or sleep. There can be years and centuries in between here and now. So I'm gonna spend a whole century doing nothing while you're advancing, you're getting promoted, you're getting positions of authority. This is how their children end up reigning over us through the attacks that they do. Their children will reign over us if we don't begin to actually get in our positions. We're content where we are because we're not in the proper positioning. Yes, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits in high places. Guess what? I got to get to that place to wrestle with that spirit and subdue it. We're going to wrestle with some spirits. We're going to wrestle with mullet. We're going to wrestle with some unclean spirits, some ungodly spirits. And the only way we can actually be prepared for the fight is through the word of God. Certain things I won't participate in. I'm doing religious exercise. I don't just want to work my body out. You understand what I'm saying? I got to work out the spirit, because the spirit is what's going to sit up here and be here after this body is gone. I got to get my mind right. What's going on with my mind? Okay, I got to make it intelligent. I got to study. I got to push myself to a level that I have never been at before. It's not good for me to just know God. Hold up. When we ate of this fruit, we got to know good and evil. Hold up. I got to be able to identify evil. There's some signs I got to know. Because guess what? God said, I ain't got no signs for you. There ain't going to be no signs of me. There ain't going to be no signs of my coming. But guess what? The enemy got? The enemy got a whole bunch of signs. Got a whole bunch of stigmatas for you. Got a whole bunch of problems for you. But you don't even know the enemy from the Father. Why is that? Because you didn't know that. Guess what? There's a religion for every commandment God gave. Every commandment God gave, he has a religion now that counters that. In fact, I have learned that there's one pagan religion that covers all of that, where it's adverse to the word of God. We really gotta know. It says hetanami or something, hetanami. But however it goes, these people believe in certain things. Guess what? It was said that the Knight Templars were a part of this. Now, I know about Holy Wiccan. I know about, there is a holy faith in Wiccan, but there is also a faith in Wiccan that doesn't believe in God at all. Be careful. Because you're going to learn in Holy Wiccan certain things, certain stuff to look for, certain things. And they're going to actually teach you how to fight off certain spirits. And these spirits are going to attack you and stuff like that. But now they got religions in Wiccan where they're using those same spirits that you can fight off, and they're putting them on people. Know what you're dealing with. Hopefully these words encourage you guys. Stay blessed.